ambient light projection technology gain. I like to do these demonstrations live because it just shows that we don't pull smokes and mirrors or any kind of nonsense. So you're seeing that caption video of the haters. Keep in mind that anytime I develop something new or interesting, we have to consider the fact that we will have certain individuals that will be extremely upset by anything we make or design because it kind of ruffles their comfort zone. So it's just one more thing they feel they have to deal with because I guess our technology is that good. All right, so let me show you something. Now, I've done a lot of live demonstrations on showing off the white levels of our technology, how bright and beautiful and vivid our images are. And if our product was that dark, as I said before, and I said, you know, particular individuals will pump these campaigns that the reason why our technology is dark, you can't see it, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. I just displayed the screen paint yesterday. We just made 5 minutes ago. And that thing is not even anywhere near development stage, and it produced crazy white levels. But this is what I want to show you. Now, usually, I don't do these particular demonstrations to show off other people slandering our technology, but I want you to see the level of jealousy and I don't know what you else you would call it, that some individuals will go through. Now, I've done demonstrations on white levels. I've done demonstrations on our technology testing against other high performance screens that were much lighter than our screens, and our screen was still able to produce amazing contrast levels, better colors, and so forth. So this is what we're going to show you. Now, I already muted the voice, so we don't have anything playing back. So I'll show you what I'm looking at here. Now, somebody sent me this, but it doesn't bother me. Supreme 12 with the product supposed to produce. Keep in mind, I have the Supreme 12 painted on my wall, and this is a screen over here. This is a Supreme 12 right here. All right, so this is what I'll show you. Okay, so let's begin first. I got the right one. I've always get these mixed up, which one's which. Oh, here we go. No, I actually do get the wrong one. I think I got them crossed over. There we go. Our response time was late. Nope, response time was late. That's the one thing. Sometimes response time has a problem. So this is supposed to be our technology right there. This is a claim by Mr. Crow, who was stating that, and mind you, I've done so many videos, this part I don't understand, which I find kind of hilarious. Even my customers have been chiming to me today talking about this guy has some serious problems. I have done tons of live demonstrations of my technology outside, inside, showing it against high performance projection screens that were lighter than that, even blending and actually matching his UV mix and then putting it on contrast, and his UV mix couldn't keep up. So, as I told you, anytime we develop something new, it's only a matter of time before it'll pop up and start carrying on. So, I'm going to show you. And we're going to do all this live right here. So, this is supposed to be the 12. My screen is coded in 12. It's interesting how my screen is supposed to be so dark here, but yet I can show how bright and how white his walls are off my black screen live. Look how bright his hand is on my screen. People don't think before they do stuff. So I'm displaying your video off my jet black screen, and look how bright your hand looks. Look how bright the yellows are. But this is supposed to be our technology right there. Let's go back a minute. Let's go back a little more. I'm up early in the morning because orders to process today, so. They don't think before they do stuff. So if my screen is so dark, number one, that white level wouldn't be showing up. That wouldn't be showing up here and here. But this is supposed to be our technology there. Let's go back all the way to the very beginning, where he's showing his screen off, his screen paint, right? So for a screen that's supposed to be so dark, look how high the white levels are pushing off my technology. is how I know that this individual takes black paint, which is one of the products that he has used many times to try to slander our technology and say, hey, look, this is how dark his product comes up. I had a bunch of customers contact me and said, this guy has some mental problems. You do know that I have customers who actually use my products. As a matter of fact, I got about 60 orders going out today. I'm displaying your paint off my black screen and I'm producing a nice bright image. Compared to the image my technology is supposed to produce, let me see, it's supposed to be this dark. You gotta think, man, before you do dumb stuff. This is what this is why I'm talking about. We have people that are that jealous of our work. All right, now we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna show you Mr. Crow. That's your UV mix right there in the center of my screen, right there. That's Star 9 by Elite Screens. That is a Gray Cinema 5D. Do you see how bright these screens are considered next to a jet black screen? Okie doke. Always gotta learn the hard way. So let's take ours and take it off blank mode, which I have it in blank mode. See how fast I just blended your screen that fast? This is on a black screen. See how your reds fade? If my technology was so dark, it would not be able to blend into any one of these. We'll pull a demonstration up. We'll probably get a commercial first. Can't wait to get that freaking game. That black spot in the middle of that screen looks nothing like the technology I'm displaying right here. So what Mr. Crow will do is, Crow thinks that nobody else can figure out what he's doing. Usually I know people like this. People who basically feel that they can just blatantly just lie right in front of a camera and then act like it never even happened. Sound familiar? But anyway, so you do a video, you use everyday black house paint because, like I said, the 12s have an interesting color code to them. Jet black paint you're using. And jet black paint can't produce white light, and therefore that's why it would come up that dark. There's your gray screen paint right there at the bottom, your UV mix, and there is my black technology, which is your screen is far lighter than my technology. And I'm able to blend your screen with no problem. LG 4K demonstrations. You know why we wouldn't stick his product against our black technology? And keep in mind, he's done the demonstration against the 12. The 12 didn't come up that dark because that was our product right there. That screen blended into his screen. And when the contrast came up, his screen came out gray where our screen came out black. Now, why does that one look different than the one you did in your previous demonstration? That's because you mixed it with black paint. That's what you did. But that's what you got to do to somehow get a hidden like that. Is pretty sad. All right, so now you see how bright that technology is compared to that dark image he just showed in the middle of his screen that was supposed to be our technology. This is Crow's UV mix. Oops. It didn't like it. Let's get there too long. Hold on. Put it back up there. That's your product, my friend, right up there. Painted. That's your technology right there on that black screen. Now, if my screen, and keep in mind, if my screen was so what you call couldn't produce white light, then your screen would show a much brighter image than my screen. At the top, we have a Gray Cinema 5D. That's a very light screen. And our screen has no problem blending with it. Okie doke. Let's come out of here for a minute. Let's see what else. See the commercials? Blend in your screen like it's no problem. So next time you go over in his channel or anybody's channel, you can ask him how come the demonstration doesn't look the same, because his is a pre-recorded, mine's actually live. I don't understand this. It's kind of like, it's like watching somebody trying to jump the Grand Canyon, you know, and you just watch them crash into the side of the canyon, explode. And you're thinking to yourself, gee whiz, I think I can do the same thing too. But you just clearly just seen somebody get killed jumping the Grand Canyon, and they'll go do it too. That's Crow. Crow watches me do these demonstrations. Me displaying our screens on against high performance screens, doing bright colors. We don't do a lot of contrast. I like to do bright, vivid colors. Like the technology I displayed yesterday that was developed 5 minutes ago, and I didn't even know how it was going to react. But did I do contrast levels? I did white, bright levels to show you the screen's white capabilities. So if you know the technology has that ability, why would you even make a video like that to begin with to out yourself to make you look like a hater? See those bright colors on the screen, Crow? Look at this. That's how dark our technology is. It is actually blending into screens that are much, much, much brighter than it. So when I told you those stories about him back in the day, printing out our labels and mixing it with black paint to make our, you know what that's called? People understand. It's called slandered. That video he just shot right now, that was actually forwarded to the attorney. Keep it up. You're digging a hole for yourself, my friend. Keep it up. It's called slandered. This is how much hatred people have for our technology. All right, so let's come out of here. Oh yeah, he doesn't understand that. Every time he does something stupid like that, it gets forwarded to an attorney. We're building a case on Mr. Crow. Keep it up. What are you saying right here? Dude, again, Jim, the lights. Okay, I can explain this to Jim. Jim, let me explain something to you about how things work. AR, ambient light projection technology, is designed so screens can be used in fully lit environments. Doing a demonstration with the lights out is not considered to be hard. It's easy. You know why, Jim? And I'll explain to you the science behind it. Do you know how lumens work on a projector? Sorry to talk to you this way, but come on, people say stuff like this, it kind of makes me think, like, seriously, man, where were you born at? Like in 1960? Were you just around that era when white screens were all the rage and you had to be in the dark all the time? Consider the fact that it is harder for a projector to produce an image outside in the daytime than it is at night. And you think for some reason, because I had the light on, the lights are not off, the screen is going to actually struggle even more. How would the screen struggle more with the lights out? I'm going to humor you real quick. And if you don't answer my question, I'm going to ban you. Because I can't stand Crow Boys to come in and ask the most dumb, I'm sorry, it's a dumb question to ask. So let's go over to, since you said that, it has to be with the lights out, would make it so much harder for the screen to do. What was that you were saying again? What was that you were saying again? No. Jim. Where's his screen at? Our technology just blended into it. Let me show you something. So you can understand, Jim, how things work. Black contrast demonstrations. Let's go to Sony black contrast demonstration. See if we can bring it up. I'm used to using my Chromecast right here. I'm using whatchamacallit. So we'll put it annually. I'm going to put in a Sony black contrast demonstration. You know what makes our technology most superior? It can produce black. It does look like, oh, so you're saying that from your point of view, you're saying that, well, what he's trying to say? He's trying to say here that don't look nothing like at skin tones. At skin tones. Dude, our screen is super jet black. That screen is dark gray. We're blending that screen in freaking flowers and bright levels. And if you're saying not skin tones, or you're talking about white levels, well, let's put it this way. If you're going to go down that road, then you might as well bring a white screen in here and say, how does this screen compare to a white screen? Because only a white screen can produce a 100% white level, and only a black screen can produce 100% contrast. But our screen can blend into his screen. So give it up. That fight's over. But you explain this one to me right now in a few minutes. So let's go with, let's see. Matter of fact, let's go with black contrast test. See if we can bring up a contrast test. Yeah, contrast test. We'll take this one right here. Change it over to, because remember I'm using things right here. When you use this right here, I don't have my whatchamacallit where I can just bring up anything I want. Let me see. So, and then we're doing this at 235.1. So let me see, we gotta bring it up here. Clear this altogether. We'll put up Sony. Sony has a demonstration that is deep black. Now, you got to understand, in the demonstration he just displayed, our screen was supposed to be that black. So let me explain, so you can see this real quick, because you did miss out on that. I'm still going to program this in. I can't show you, because right now his face is displayed on whatchamacallit, and I don't do stuff like that. So I got to go back and get my other whatchamacallit, and I got to go back a minute. So I want to ask you a question here on this demonstration right here. This is what I ask you, since Jim has all the answers today. Jim, Mr. Jim. Now, you see how the white black screen? You need me to jump in front of my projector real quick and see it's black, right? So how are we displaying an image that bright, right? Image is nice and bright. Okay, so if our image is that bright, right? See how bright that is? I want you to look at that carefully. I'm going to take close. See how bright that image is? Look at it very carefully. I want you to explain this to me. Tell me, how is this supposed to be our technology? I asked you a question. I said, how is this? Jim, answer the question. If I just displayed a white level that high, right? How is it possible that this is supposed to be our technology right there? Now, you see how dark my screen is? My screen is jet black. It's just as black as my sofas right here. So how is that supposed to be my technology? We're displaying the white wall here with no problem, the reds, the blue, right? The bottom area, right? So how is that my technology when my screen right now is displaying his video with high bright colors? This is live. It's not a, okay, so you say it's a camera trick, right? That's what you're saying. So that means anybody who has our technology right now is using a camera trick. Okay, since we're the only one over here using the camera tricks, that's what you're saying. My camera is controlling all this live, right? And I'm using the camera trick. That means anybody displaying our technology, the screen would come up even darker, right? Right? YouTube, King Black. Oh, and King Black's got a special demonstration for you Crow boys. So we'll go to King Black. Let me see. King Black. Go to my whatchamacallit here. Space. And this is a customer who has our product by the name of King Black. A minute. Like I said, using these right here, I'm used to having everything pre-programmed on here already from the door. King Black, Supreme 8. This is a live demonstration, buddy. If I ripped off so many people, this is a live demonstration. So you can't explain to me how in the video he's showing a screen that's dark black, but my screen in my video is showing bright white images. Explain. King Black, Supreme 8. All right, so here we go. This is King Black. This is a customer who has our Supreme 8 wallpaper projection screen. Now, you sat there and said that my camera is actually making my screen look brighter. That's what you're saying, right? So if that's the case, and all this is being done by my camera to produce such bright images, he would get a much darker image, wouldn't he? Wall right there on our wallpaper. See all those lights has in the environment, right? How this customer is showing off the screen, all the lights he has in his environments, no shades on any of the lamps. He's producing a nice bright image on our technology. So how is it possible over here? You're saying my phone's doing all the tricks, right? So how come his screen's not coming up dark? Explain it. I asked you a simple question. Explain. That's what you said. You said it was phone tricks, right? So explain it. Tell me how. Tell us all how. Anything at all? My phone's supposed to have special settings to be able to do all this. Come on, explain it. How is this video coming up so bright? If you want, I can put his links. As a matter of fact, I can put the links to all the customers, most of the customers I've done business with. Look at it. Explain. How is that possible? Look how quiet the Crow Boy is. Goodbye, Crow Boy. You proved that you got outed as an idiot. I'm sorry. I hate to embarrass people like that. But if you run your mouth and you say, oh, it's got to be the phone settings, there's a customer right there displaying our wallpaper screen right there. Camera tricks. Jim, you said it's camera tricks. Explain, Jim. How's it camera trick? Camera trick. Jim, do my homework, Jim. Goodbye, Jim. It was nice knowing you. Idiots. Yeah, I call them idiots. That's what they are. They're idiots. It's camera tricks. So my phone is the reason why the images are so bright. But there's a customer right there showing off and bragging about our screen on how much he loves it. and it's nice and bright. And at that Jim, which Jim didn't understand, I'm displaying it off black technology. So I'm showing a customer displaying our black technology off my black technology, which you can see, Jim, in a fully lit environment. By the name, the fellow's name is King Black, really cool customer. He actually produced the 12, which he's going to be redoing the screen. His projector is 4K. It's a ViewSonic PX747. That's what he's running right now in his theater room at 235.1. Seeing the menu popping up? They should be showing off his menu. Look how bright the menu is. Yeah, camera tricks. So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to Crow Boys, not all of them, like I said, not all of them are bad. But what the certain ones are, they will stick to whatever they possibly can. It's kind of like watching somebody make making a stab in the dark. That's pretty much it. They'll grab onto whatever they can to try to make themselves look good. But keep in mind, I've done so many demonstrations, so many tests, so much research that I can back up everything my technology can do. This is the reason why you need contrast. There you go, boom. So if my screen was so dark, number one, I wouldn't be blending into these screens. These screens are much lighter than my screens. Number two, I just showed Crow displaying our technology, supposed to be our technology, so dark you can't see it, but yet my screen is picking up his image that's supposed to make his product look good. It's picking up the white levels on his screen. It's picking up the white levels on the back of his wall, the reds, the blues, everything perfectly with no problem. And then I have this UV mix right here that my screen is blending into right now. And several high performance screens on top of that. You guys got to work a little bit harder on your hate. You guys are getting embarrassed. This is embarrassing for y'all. This doesn't upset me. When I saw that video, man, I had a smile on my face like Whoville. Remember that Granny figured out that master plan? Like, he couldn't have been that stupid to put a video like that out there like that. You know how easy I can out you to be a hater on doing that? You should have just mind your own business, concentrated on your product, and left it alone. And this is why he gets embarrassed like this. That's sad. All right, let's go on. Let's do this contrast demonstration real quick, and then I got to go process orders for my customers. It's hilarious. It's funny. It is funny. You know what? Keep it up. Like I told you, I got a warehouse full of your stuff. I'll take your technology outside and I'll stick it out there in direct sunlight next to that new technology we developed and watch all your screens wash out one by one in direct sunlight. Because we got a technology that can do it now. You want to go against that? We'll go outside around, we'll do it around, let's see, 12 noon would be nice, but 12 noon, no, we'll do it around sunrise, I think around, 12 noon is when the sun is up and beaming like I don't know what. Yeah, we'll do around 12 noon. We'll do a demonstration against that new technology versus your UV mix outside on direct sunlight. So stop playing around. Grow up. All right, let's come out here for a minute. Let me see. Oh, I gotta go back into my menu real quick. So let me go pop into my menu real quick. Oh, wrong, got the wrong one. I get them mixed up. Let's see where we gotta go with that one. Yeah, that's freaking hilarious. He's a funny dude. He's a funny dude. All right, let's go over to YouTube, screensaver, Starfield. I wonder if it can find it. And it actually found it. Wow. Usually I have a problem with trying to get this thing to react right. We'll probably get a commercial pop up.
I will embrace hope, not fear. Peace, not violence. Generosity, not greed. Light, not darkness. I'll be a president who appeals to the best of us, not the worst.
There you go. Your screen can't pull contrast. No matter how dark gray it is, it will never match black technology. Never. When the fellow made the statement by saying, well, once you turn the lights out, well, that's the only reasonable place you're going to be at, is basically you're going to be in the dark. Because if that's your strong point by saying that I want to see the demonstration with the lights out, then you know what? Then that's where you have to be at. My customers don't have to be in the dark. If they want to sit here in a fully lit environment and look at their screen, they got that ability to do so. We don't have to sit in the dark. You want to replace your screen to replace your TV with a screen? You know, with a TV, you don't come downstairs and go, oh God, when the lights come, let me turn the lights out and everything. You don't have it for your TV, so why would you do that with your projection screen? SONY, black contrast demonstrations. See if it'll bring it up. This is the one thing that's dreaded about doing 235.1, because you cannot literally see half your menu. It's only good for if you're doing movies and stuff like that. So let me come over here. Let me see. Let's come out. Let's clear this up here. See if we can just bring it in again. This is what like the Chromecast, because Chromecast can just punch it in. Sometimes if you speak into the thing, it would have been nice if it came with a way to put a keyboard into it. Would be really nice. This is a Fire Stick, the new ones. But nope. And I don't know why if I said Sony, it brings up Kanye. Way to go. Okay, let's just clear all this. Let's start field. See if we can put it in manually. Now, my friend, she's Dominican. She has an accent. She has a problem with hers. So I think she does hers in Spanish. But sometimes it won't pick up the dialogue correctly. Okay, let me see. And I don't know why it's picking up Kanye. Let me see. Oh, we got the Y over here hidden behind the screen. All right. Space is right here. This is freaking painstaking when I can just go do this easily with the Chromecast. All right, black. Black contrast. Yeah, but it's sad. Like I said, when people go that far to try to slander you, and I mean, like I said, I didn't even have to do this demonstration right here. Me simply just showing the demonstration off my black screen is enough right there to show you, you know, that we're doing it, number one, in a fully lit environment. And I'm able to show the white levels on his skin tones and everything. And that's supposed to be our product. So one of the things Crow likes to do is he likes to basically put black paint and say this is their product, such and so and so and so and so. It's sad. And he does this right around the time that we develop like anything new, which I showed up that new black, super black technology we're working on is able to produce those insane white levels. This threatens him. And people's like, well, you shouldn't be bothered by that. It doesn't bother me. It's just that it's annoying from time to time, but it doesn't bother me where it's going to disrupt my day. But you have to defend your company. You have to defend whatever you do. You have to defend it. It's like people saying, well, you know, you just got to so and so. So, okay, so let me put it in perspective that you can understand. Say you buy a brand new car. You've been saving up for this car for a long time. You finally get it home from the dealership. You park it in your driveway, waiting up to get the next day to show it off to your friends at work. But then you wake up and there's a large scratch down the side of your car, and your security camera show that your neighbor scratched your car. Now, how would you handle that situation? Would you basically go over and confront your neighbor or whatever, so and so and so? Some of you I know would do far worse than that. So you can't say that. And I've seen people protect their cars like they're their babies. They'll basically wash their cars every day and buy this and buy that and so on. So they freaking love their freaking vehicles. Somebody come out there and you find somebody leaning against your vehicle. I've seen people snap over stuff like that. Period. Just snap. But somebody even standing around their cars, they'll snap. Yeah, you're going to defend your car. You're not just going to look at it and go whatever and just go back to watching TV. No, you're basically going to go out there and you're basically going to defend your vehicle, argue with somebody, so on. So, and if somebody says something to your gearhead, you work on your car, and somebody says something about your engine, your car not being this and that, or blah, 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 blah. I've seen people getting arguments over vehicles. So, no. Even if it's down to your backyard, I've seen people have pride in their back. Anything you put work in and time in to build and design, and somebody comes against it, you're going to defend it. If you don't care about it, you have no passion for it, and you shouldn't be doing it. All right, so I think I've kind of lost my space here. All right. I'm not going to be, I got to bring up my Chromecast because this thing is going to take, I'm trying to put the voice in, but the voice is not bringing up what I want. YouTube, Sony, contrast demonstration. Watch it screw it up. God, finally. So I had to go through, sometimes these things don't work the way they're supposed to work. Good gracious. If I was on my Chromecast, it would done. Don't get me wrong, I freaking love this thing, but man, it has its freaking moments like all technology. So there you go right there. That's something that a UV mix can't do. Usually when it comes to these screen paints, these particular screens, not saying screen, these are two projection screens, but screen paints like that, and that's the darkest screen paint he makes. They can't pull contrast. That's why when you see demonstrations, they always stick to bright, beautiful colors. That's what they'll stick to, because that's something that's going to fade less when you have very little ambient light in the environment. So when the crow boy is sitting there saying, well, it blends in, you're not getting the point, my friend. It's not about his screen or my screen blending into each other. It's the fact that my screen is black and basically has the ability to blend in to a screen that's lighter than it. Where in the demonstration that was just displayed, my screen was supposed to be so dark that it looks like a black spot on the screen. But the one thing that these paints or screens cannot do is they can't pull contrast. Our screens can produce a 100% contrast level where these screens will wash out and fade. That's what black is supposed to look like, not this. And just so it doesn't feel alone, I put some high performance screens up here too. Yeah, okay. I think we got the right one here. Look at this. See that symbol pop up? I want to see that other one real quick. There's another one I'm looking for right now. Let's see. Make sure I got the right one. LG 4K demonstrations. I was wondering if I got the right one. There we go. Now he was talking about skin tones. This video I pulled up. So that's what I'm saying. They come into the video late and they start spouting out by like, well, wait a minute, why don't you put some skin tones on it? It's super bright. This is super bright. This is skin tones. Nice and bright. So I just showed you contrast demonstrations. None of these screens could pull it off at all. They can't pull contrast. If I put a Batman, if I took this outside, you wouldn't even, if I painted his screen paint outside and took it outside and splattered it with that black technology and did demonstrations outside, the outcome of that is not good. So that's what I'm saying. Just mind your business and just, you know, stick within your world and stay in your lane, because like I said, trying to slander my technology and say it's this, that, and the other, it just makes you look bad. It really does. Because at the end of the day, my orders will increase by today. Because any dumb nonsense you try to claim against my technology, I'll back it up 100%. You know why? Because I do the work. I put the work in. I don't cut corners. So I know how my technology is going to react. So I can match your screen, but your screen can't match my screen when it comes to contrast. So like I said, that's why I wanted to show you that demonstration first. I'm showing our technology. If our technology was so dark, this whole screen would be it would be dark. All this would be well lit. It would look exactly the same he just showed you in the video. So how is it possible that technology is blending into all of this? That's why I said, I don't know what goes on in his head. He doesn't think things through properly. And then the other fella goes, embarrassed and poor customer. Look, there's him showing off our screen on YouTube. King Black, showing off our screen on YouTube, showing off the white levels. And not only that, you're not getting the deeper part of it, that my screen is showing the demonstration and it's black. Come on, man, really? See where the contrast levels is not showing up? Like I said, it can produce color, they can't produce contrast. It can't produce color properly either. Now, if he does this demonstration, he'll do it with the lights out because his projector has a better chance of showing off the image. Man, if you guys are really getting annoyed over the 12, man, you haven't, like I said, Black. Yeah, you're going to have some problems, man, especially, like I said, when we launched that screen in 2021, that technology that took that direct hit, yeah, you're going to have some problems with that one because we're planning to bring everybody out in the sun to play with us on that day. When we launched that screen, we have a first physical screen that can produce an image outside, and we've already showed off test demonstrations on the technology at its beginning stage. Yeah, you want to go against that one? We're doing all demonstrations in the sunlight. Let's see what else we got here. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna have for breakfast. Hold on. I want to get that, who makes that video? Let me see. Samsung 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
So don't butcher it. It's one particular one that I want. It's funny how I'm looking for this particular video. I can never forget what I want. It's a particular one that I want. So you got the color faded on the red. You don't want me to do the solid colors, man. You really don't want that. Your screen will fade on my screen. It won't produce bright colors. All right, let's go pull up, let me see. I wanted to pull up that whatchamacallit, but I'm not finding it here. I'll probably find it at the let me see, does it Samsung? If Samsung does do that video, all right, then it should be in here. If they do that video, it should be in here. It's a particular one that I'm looking for. It's always the ones that I want I can never find. Let me see what this one right here. See how the screen comes up gray? It can't produce contrast. Again, no contrast is gone. Told you, man. And that's his darkest product. You know, sooner or later, he's gonna make a black paint, and he's gonna have to. And if he doesn't make a black paint, you know what that means? And I hate to say it this way, but it's true. That means I was right the entire time when I was telling people that these technologies, man, are obsolete. That black technology is the only way to go. So if he makes a black screen paint, as much he can never make a black screen paint, never. And I'll tell you why. He's done so much slandering to black paint. You got to keep an open mind when it comes to technology. And he's done so much slandering to black paint. If he designs one, that makes him a hypocrite himself. So he can never design one. Kind of shut that door for himself altogether. Should have kept an open mind on the whole thing. That's what being a hater will destroy the very thing, success. It will destroy if you have the ability to have success. If Crow had an open mind toward black technology and said, okay, or I understand it's this, that, and the other, but it's not for me, but I'm so-and-so, he kept an open mind. But by campaigning that it's dirty, it's ugly, it's this and that, blah, 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 you kind of close that door for yourself. So he can never, ever develop a black technology if he ever had the chance to, because it would make him a hypocrite. That's what being closed-minded will do to you.
In this video, you will see wild animals, birds, and much
see what we got going
So
on
if
here.
you like the video,
It's a particular one that I want, but
more updates.
well, that one just decided to go, you know what, I'm done with this.
In this video, you will see insects, wild animals, and birds.
Now, what was it about the screen doesn't have the capability? Whose video am I stuck on here? I heard the video come up like 3 or 4 times. Like, whose video am I stuck on here? There we go. Let me go grab that other one. Right now, I'm in my these are my my work clothes because I got to go downstairs. Can't go there. And I got to process orders for today. It's gonna be pretty fast. It doesn't take me long to knock out my orders. Doesn't take me long to get them knocked out. Got a little free time in the day. Okay. Now you can watch his screen. This is why I have his screen paint. And I'm gonna tell you that right now. See, now you see how the screen is failing every time the black levels pop up. Now this is the UP mix. This is the darkest screen paint he makes, right? Any of the screen paints, if you put it behind even if it was the regular black paint, if it's black paint, his screen would have flawed like crazy. Because even though, like I said, it could be black paint, black fabric, whatever it may be, it's still going to pull a contrast level. The problem you're going to have with a black surface is the problem that can it pull a high enough white light. It already has the ability to pull contrast. That's why when he did our product, he put it, or not our product, he did the fake product, he put it against his wall. If he had stuck his product behind that, his screen would have flawed like crazy due to the fact that the contrast levels would have pulled up all over that black surface, and his screen would have faded like crazy, just as you're seeing it right here. Right? So that's why he had it right against the wall. He didn't have his product behind it at all. If you notice that when he did the first demonstration on the 12, his product was side by side, which he didn't have a problem doing that, but that kind of backfired for him because the technology was blending into a screen as I'm doing right here. But when the contrast levels came up, his screen faded. It couldn't produce the contrast levels. And that's why he did the demonstration with the black paint, darken his product. I'll make it look bad. I'll stick it against the wall. And if you take black paint and you put it against a gray screen and you do a star fill, that black surface is going to pull a higher contrast level. So it would have made him look extremely bad. That's why he didn't have his product behind that product to begin with. All this stuff, I love how there are some people what they call too smart for their own good, where they'll think of something in their head and they'll figure that nobody else can figure it out or see it. It's kind of like you never have a cat, you ever own a cat, and the cat will sit there and do something stupid, and you'll sit there and yell at the cat or the dog, and they'll stare right at you as if, you know, like they're invisible, like, you know, I'm looking right at you. I can see what you just did. You know what I mean? Like that kind of nonsense right there. All right. I don't like the fact that when I come out of pause, just certain things I'm going back and forth between my Chromecast. When I come out of pause, it takes longer to come out of pause on the Amazon Fire Stick. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I like it, but there's some things in there I do like the Chromecast better. Chromecast react different, react a little faster. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Like I said, if that was the case, yeah, there would have been problems all over the screen, but whatever. Boy. The color red.
Getting that from YouTube.
There you go. And you can take the lights out for that if you want. Like I said, if our screen was so dark, the reds wouldn't be that deep. You guys go to some pretty sad nonsense. Wow. 4K screensaver snowstorm.
Getting that from YouTube.
So now you see the level of what people will go through because of jealousy. You'll see it. This is not to slander his product in any way. This is just to show you exactly how far someone will go out of deep hatred for somebody. Now, I'm not going to pre-record this. I'm going to do it live. Show you what he explained on YouTube about our product, how he slanders our technology, how he spreads lies and rumors about our technology, be this, that, and the other. I'm going to show you the demonstration, and I'm going to show you his technology right there, along with 2 other high-performance certified projection screens. See if we can speed this up a little bit. Because I want to see that snow screen. There we go. There you go, Mr. Crow. That's your UV mix right there. Your darkest screen paint you make. My screen is still darker than your product and can produce a high enough white level to blend. So you explain to all of us, how is it possible that you're displaying a video right now on YouTube showing that our technology on skin tones or whatever is producing an image so dark that the image comes up as a black spot in the middle of your screen? Okay. Screen paint. Make sure I got the right one. And I'm displaying your image on you of how bright your screen comes up on my black technology. Like I said, people don't think things through properly. They don't. That's what our technology is supposed to look like. Now look how bright his flesh is at the bottom of the screen. This is what my technology is supposed to look like. My screen is displaying this white wall, red, blue. So this is what the screen is supposed to look like next to anything displaying white or red. That's what it's supposed to look like. That's why I showed you the solid red. And you can see in the solid red, our image was nice and bright. Look at the skin tones on his hands. You need help, my friend. You really need help. That is sad. That is really sad, man. That is really sad. I'll skip this, come over here. Make sure I get the right one. There we go. I want the snowstorm. This is what I wanted. Let's see if we can bring it down some. I want the snowstorm. That's what I wanted. Here we go. That's what I wanted. Now make sure I don't get these two mixed up, because I keep getting mixed up. Which one's which? Let me see. All right, that's that over there. There's still you into some black contrast, and see how well your screen pulls up on the black contrast. Doesn't do too well. We can do white levels and black levels with no problem. What were you thinking? Seriously, what the freak were you thinking? I do these demonstrations all the time. I do them live all the time. What were you thinking? Come on, man. You gotta come up with something. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is hilarious to me. This is freaking hilarious. So this is supposed to be my technology? Are you kidding me? Stop mixing black paint in. Stop doing false demonstrations. I call you a scam. stop doing demonstration play. For those you don't know, that's his UV mix at the bottom right there. That's his screen paint mix right there. And these are 2 high performance screens up top. So it's just not singled out to him. I'm showing you how I match that's why I have so many sample sheets, because we test our technology against high performance screens. So we know how it's going to react. So a screen paint mix, and we test our stuff against certified screens. Come on now. This is funny. All right, let's go down. I had one guy come, and don't use the camera thing, because somebody came and already got embarrassed on that one. Oh, that one decided to just give it up. Like, I'm done here. All right. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is a good one right here.
We called and I said, Mom, you sound short of breath. She said, yeah, I'm having trouble breathing. And that's the last.
That's a shame. So here's the thunderstorm. Let's find something. Let me see. Let's go with relaxing butterflies. But you butchered the name, I guarantee it. There we go. Gotta say it twice sometimes. All right, so we'll put some nice, big, bright, beautiful butterflies up there, the brighten image, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm gonna show you both because I'm crazy right now. I just got up. So I'm showing you contrast and I'm showing you bright colors, the whole 9 yards. Like I said, people who do those standard demonstrations, they'll stick to one thing. They'll try to make the screen paint look really good, so they'll keep it to the bright colors and stuff like that. I don't do that. I'll show you red, blue, greens, oranges. I'll show you bright colors, white levels, snow levels, everything. Because I got nothing to hide. I don't have to resort to doing cheap tactics to make myself look good. All right, so about that, I'm using 2 of these. Remember, I'm trying to mix up. I gotta mark these things when I get the time. I'm supposed to have them marked, so I can know which one's which. Okay, let me put this one here, so I know which side. So I have both of them in both hands. But like I said, if the product was so dark, and as Mr. Crow claimed it to be in his demonstration, he just did over there on the other screen. If it was so dark, all this would be the same color as you're seeing displayed in his video. And it's not. It's just a sad attempt of somebody trying to basically disrupt my company. And I enjoy outing them for it. Now, mind you, yesterday, working on the gaming room setup, adding new LED lights in the gaming room chair, all the stuff we're doing, showing up these demonstrations. Nobody was talking about, no, I wasn't thinking of them. You know why he popped that video up? And I told you why. Anytime we show off anything new, any new kind of development, he goes off. So yesterday I displayed this new paint we're working on. We wanted a really darker shade 2 to 12. When they make it even darker, this new technology doesn't even have a name yet. It's in the beginning stages. We did a paint on demonstration. We hung it up on the wall, hit up the projector. Everybody got a chance to watch it. That triggered him. And then later on, actually the next day or whatever, that night, whatever, he posted a demonstration about this is how dark this product is. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. It's so dark you can't even see it. There you go. That just shows you how threatening he is of our product. But when I saw that, I started smiling. I was like, you can't be that stupid. How can you be that stupid? I do live demonstrations. So you know what? I'm going to display his video off my black screen. Then I'm gonna come over here and show you his darkest mix on my technology next to, and if I can get him to stay up there, 2 certified projection screens. So it's not like, hey, you know, he's just singling out my product. No, I got 2 other screens up there. So how come my screen doesn't look the same as it's supposed to look like in this video? Let me see real quick. We're on that already, right? Okay, hold on for a minute. I gotta pull up. Well, I don't want that. I'm trying to get into one of these videos. Go back in again, see if I can bypass it. Oh, just learn something new. All right, I'm gonna come out of this for the bottom. I just want to hit the top real quick. I want to go into their categories real quick. See if that's something I was looking for in here. I saw it several times and I skipped it. There you go, Crow. So I want Mr. Crow to see this crystal clear. This is your UV mix right next to my black screen, showing not skin tones, white snow levels. But you portrayed the 12 to be so dark, it would come up pitch black. Stop mixing in black paint or using black paint and all that dumb nonsense. Stop doing that nonsense. Yeah, water bottle, spray you in the face and smack you on the nose like a kitty. So you can see how much lighter these screens are to our technology. I want you to look at that. Just zoom in, just look at that right there. We'll drop the lights. Some of you want to see it with the lights out. I want y'all to take this in. Now, like I said, with all the things I got to do in my life, with business and work and my everyday life, you know what I mean? I'm used to dealing with people like this. I am. I got companies I got to deal with, and Crow's not the only person that I deal with from day to day. There's a few other ones out there that don't like what I do. They're just threatened by my product. They're threatened by what I can do, and it's a shame. And I've said before this many times before, he's a very intelligent individual. The problem is just not how to mind his own business. And I got to keep covering because you don't know how to mind your own business. You just embarrass yourself, man. And some people say, well, like I said, I get to know, like, why don't you just, you don't pay it any mind. These are the same individuals that they caught somebody walking on the grass, they would snap. Yeah. It's not snapping or exploding. It's just basically defending your company. Because I'm not going to have somebody come out there and say, oh, it's technology so dark you can't even see it. No, I'm going to show you, first of all, how much of a liar he is, and then I'm going to show you exactly how our technology works live. And I'm going to use all the white and snow demonstrations. I'll pull everything up. I'm not going to hide nothing from you. Let's go back to that nice snow scene again. This is what I was looking for too. Now you see how bright those levels are on the doggy, or woofy, whatever you call them. Now, this is his video he's displaying. Crow, I'm about to display. You're showing off your white levels on your technology. I'm about to display it on my tech. Watch this. But this is what our stuff is supposed to look like. Let's go a little farther in. That's what my products is supposed to look like. I'm not displaying color, I'm displaying a snowstorm, white levels. But yet my screen that's showing off the display is showing off white levels on the walls. And like I said, no problem. We'll let that run for a bit. Okie dokie. LG 4K demonstrations. Damn, I keep getting the wrong ones mixed up. Although he announced it on that one, excuse my French Lord, it's supposed to be on this one. I gotta mark these today. LG 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
We'll let that run. Run for a minute. Screen paint. $100, that's Mr. Crow. I'm sitting angry. You brought it on yourself, buddy boy. Gotta learn to mind your business. Have to learn to mind your own business. So, you don't want to learn, Mr. Crow. So this is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to put you against a new technology, the one that took the direct hit from sunlight. We're going to take a UP mix. We're going to paint it on a good size screen. I'm going to take you outside at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and see which screen can produce an image off a direct hit from sunlight. And we'll see what happens. Or we can do a splatter screen on you. And splatter screens are brutal. Splatter screen is I can just paint a big screen in, just splat my stuff across it, and we'll go outside and we'll do a demonstration on that. But this is supposed to be how bright your image comes up on your screen paint. And I'm mimicking your screen off your video on my black technology in a fully lit environment surrounded in windows. Yet my screen is supposed to be that dark. Oh, I forgot. And I'm over here matching your technology at the same time on another screen. All right, with that being said, I got to get to work. I have much work to do today. Good thing I'm glad I got most of it. So what I usually do is when I have a lot of orders in, I'll do them throughout the day. So throughout the day, I'll knock off 10 here, 20 here. So by the time I probably got about 15 orders downstairs, I can just knock and get them out of the way. So I just chop at it. So pretty much throughout the entire day, I've been knocking out my orders and getting them done. I just have to now go upstairs, wrap them up and get them ready. And then she's going to come by, pick them up, and they're good to go from there. All right, so like I said, you know, it's just to show you exactly how far some people will go to slander our technology. Give you a good idea. Go over to his channel, check out the video, look for it for yourself. But like I said, you know, I could have just basically just did the demonstration off the other screen over here and just showed you that how is it possible that I'm displaying this bright, beautiful image using your video as a demonstration for our technology. Right now, I literally used your own slandered video to display an image on my black screen, producing a bright, beautiful image. And then I had your technology here, and I used it to blend in your technology, but not only that, show the flaws it has when doing contrast demonstrations. I did snowstorms, I did skin levels, I did the whole 9 yards, everything. Didn't shy away from nothing. Did it in a fully lit environment and did it live. All right, that being said, thank you all for your time. I'm sorry. Well, okay, y'all have it going out there, man. I just never get used to this, man. It's hilarious. You crow boys, all that, whatever. I got to get back to work. I got business to take care of. Okay.